South Africans have expressed their outrage and frustration over the assault of civilians by Deputy President Paul Mashatile's protection unit. And meanwhile, the Independent Police Investigative Directorate says it's investigating the allegations of assault. Now, it's been in contact with the assaulted victims seen in the video footage. The members of the unit have also been served with notices of intention to suspend them and will be able to provide representation as to why this should not occur. Our reporter Pule Letshwiti-Jones is tracking this story and joins me now, of course, to give us the latest regarding this matter. Pule, a pleasure having you. Colleague, good morning to you. And the question is, will these investigations see those implicated being brought to book? Good morning.
Yeah. Well, good morning, Dumela. You know, that's a very interesting question everyone wants to see happening. In fact, we do know that the Deputy Commissioner of the SAPS, of course, National, will be briefing the media just later on today. Yesterday, we were at Lutuli House as well, where the Secretary General of the organization of the ANC, Fikile Mbalula, was calling for heads to roll, saying that, you know, police watchdog IPID should ensure that there are thorough investigations that are done and that there is accountability if anyone did wrong. Joining me right now, I'm going to be speaking to the Deputy Provincial Commissioner, Major General Mbuso Khumalo. Thank you very much for joining us, General. Just firstly, before we get, of course, into the business of the day with Operation Ukayamulao, of course, that burning topic in everyone's mind across South Africa, the issue of blue lights as well. Just, you know, as a nation, there's been a lot of talk around how these VIP protection services units conduct themselves on the road. Is this something you're looking into, Deputy Provincial Commissioner?
Good morning, Pule. Thank you for opportunity. With regard to the blue light, the crime that was committed the day before yesterday, I'm not going to dwell too much on that one because it is still under investigation. The docket was registered in Sentin, and that docket is being investigated by IPID. So I'm not going to talk too much to it.
But in its entirety, the conduct and behavior of these units on the road, is this something that is it a discussion within SAPS internally to say something must be done?
Obviously, that behavior is not going to be accepted, and there are internal investigations that are taking place. I presume that the members that were involved, there were suspension documents that were given to them to allow the investigation to proceed.
Do you agree that it somewhat sends a different message, especially on the road? You know, motorists believe that some are above the law and that they are arrested on the road as well.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to talk too much on that one because it's still under investigation. And the case is being investigated by IPID. Let's allow investigation to continue.
All right. And then just the business of the road, what can you tell us today here during this operation? What have you found and how's it going like?
Well, I must say that the operation did not start today. It started yesterday. The detectives around the province, they were able to arrest 850 known and wanted suspects. Those suspects were including cases for GBV, your contact crimes, the property crimes. There were also two suspects that were wanted for murder, and they were wanted for a very long time by the police, but they were caught last night by the detectives.
And just in terms of, you know, weapons that have been confiscated and any stolen vehicles, or the issue of, you know, undocumented immigrants as well, is this something that's also on your list?
Okay, maybe it is important also to elaborate that why we came to Lenasia. We came here because the station is having problems with cases like murders, the hijackings, undocumented persons, the housebreakings, both business and residential. This morning at the roadblock, we had a multidisciplinary team consisting of the police, JMPD, Gauteng police, traffic police, as well as the wardens. We were able to recover one person in possession of a fraudulent driver's license. We will also be able to arrest 24 illegal immigrants at this roadblock. And beside the operation, that is conducted at this roadblock. There are also operations that are conducted around the stations. And I've got with me Major General Masha, who is District Commissioner from Johannesburg District. He will share us the successes that were achieved by the other teams.
Yeah, thank you very much. In response also to the concerns of the community around the issue of drugs, so far we've arrested one drug dealer. He's dealing in crystal meth as well as mandrakes and dagga. And we arrested 2 people for possession of dagga, but also we've arrested 15 people for being undocumented in the country. The operation is continuing. We think we'll make more arrests as the day progresses.
Thank you very much, officers. Of course, the police officials conducting the Operation Okai Malao here in Indonesia, south of Johannesburg, but of course in relation to that matter there of the blue lights, saying that this issue is still currently under investigation. They cannot comment any further, but of course it seems though we'll be getting some sense when we speak to the National Commissioner as well later on, who will be briefing the media in Vanderbijl Park. Of course, this will be one of the discussions which will emerge from that media briefing. Of course, this is relating to that video that went viral in relation to the VIP Protection Services personnel as well, who was seen assaulting those 2 SANDF trainees as well, Dumelo.
All right, we'll leave it at that for now. Pule, looking forward to that briefing. Hopefully some answers would be tabled there as well, and we'll also catch up with you, colleague, as soon as there are any other developments. You're still at Operation Okai Malao. We could see definitely members of, the not only the SAPS but also JMPD there doing their work in terms of stopping motorists and cars, checking them, and we'll just, of course, touch base with Pule once again to see how that is going on our roads.